Welcome to Centennial Bank Stadium in Jonesboro, home to the Red Wolves of Arkansas State. As we'll see a squad from the Sun Belt, the South Alabama Jaguars, taking on the winners of 6 straight, the Arkansas State Red Wolves. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, here with David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's get this thing rolling. The returner will field it and try to do some business. Makes a move. He's got an alley. He's going to get loose. They won't get him. It's a touchdown.
And you cannot start this game any better than to take the opening kickoff all the way to the house. How about the speed by the return man? Once he got in the open field, that dude was gone. This place is going crazy.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. So the South Alabama Jaguars offense will go on the attack first. Let's take a quick second to call out some of the impact players their coaches mentioned in meetings this week. Anything you guys heard that really resonated with you?
Yeah, I love when coaches talk about guys that bring it every single day. Like, that we can depend on them. They can get other guys lined up. They're always motivated. They're always being a great teammate. These are the guys that coaches love.
And big-time players make big plays in big games, right? These are the guys that have to play well if they're going to win games like this. Do today.
Yeah, and what a nice job seeing it, reacting, and throwing. When you run these RPOs, you want to read the defense really quickly. Is he playing run? Okay, boom, I'm going to throw the slant right behind him. Nice job by the QB.
And the Jaguars in a good spot here with 2nd and short. On the ground, it's Malone. Just willed his way for a couple out to the 35.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
And, David, on 3rd and inches right there, that's often a decision the quarterback predetermines. Who's my best guard? That's the guy I'm going to try to get behind.
And I know that defensively, too, but I'm just trying to dive and create a pile, but it's so hard to stop that play. That's why you see it ran so successfully.
That's about as close as you can get to that marker, and it will be 2nd and just a few breaths away from the 1st down. The Jaguars come to the line. This situation, you might see a shot play. The give to the back. They went right back to him, and this time the defense was all over him. Nothing to show for that run. The Jaguars come to the line trying to find a way to convert on 3rd and very short. They're in their own territory, but they are undeterred. 4th and inches, and they'll go for it. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Pocket breaking down. And the ball comes out. What a disastrous play. So he recovers his own fumble, but they will have to turn it over on down. So the Arkansas State Red Wolves offense will try to get something started with their first possession. And, David, we'll see whether this running back has the ability to elevate his game and really become a star in this offense.
Yeah, he's still developing. You know, I think when you watch him, you say, oh, he's still learning the vision and how to play the running back spot. And I think you leave him, Jesse, going, I want a little bit more. I want more consistency, more big plays so this offense can really take off.
I think the coaching staff, I think the fans know for the future of this program, they need to upgrade at the position. They'll try to do that in recruiting or the portal. But for right now, today, this guy has to be able to make plays when his opportunities show up.
Defense is about firing off, hitting the offensive guys, and staying in your gaps. Everybody knowing where they're supposed to be. You could tell the defense, everyone was right where they're supposed to be, nowhere to run.
Motion from the back. Back to pass, it's Flowers. Grabbed over the middle, it's Harrell. He's going to come up a couple of yards short of the first down. And the Red Wolves will go for it here on fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Makes a grab past the marker. He was working his way toward that goal line. They'll stop him at the 2 after the big play up top. The Red Wolves have it in scoring position on first and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. Touchdown, Arkansas State. Great job by the back on the option. Precision blocking up front created the open lane, and the running back followed it beautifully.
Yeah, and it's pretty easy to follow an offensive line that makes those holes and just gives you a caravan all the way to the end zone. What an unbelievable job blocking up front.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. South Alabama has it back. The Jaguar offense going to work. They've gotten off to a sluggish start and need to put something together on this drive. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
And not great blocking up front. They're struggling to get the running game going. And tell you what, they got to find something. Last week it was a bad performance, and this offense has got to get some momentum early in this game and find something that they do really, really well and someone they can count on.
Catch in the middle, it's Breeze. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. Let's see what call they have on 3rd and long from the 28. From the gun, wants to pass. He lobs one high down the left side. And they won't make the connection, going for the big play. And the Jaguars decide to punt it away. First time we've seen their punt team this afternoon. Let's see what he can do with it. And he'll work his way on the return out to the 35-yard line before he's stopped. Guys, we'll see if this Red Wolves offense can get moving. He put 2 touchdowns on the board in the early going, and now right back to work. Rides the back and leaves it on the option. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
And you want to run the football. That's okay. You'll take some of these. But if they start to add up down the road, obviously, you might want to think about airing it out a little bit.
Looking to pass. It's Flowers. Fires to the big fella. And they pick up just a few on that completion. Look, you can't take away everything, right? So you give them that and rally and make a solid tackle.
Yeah, and a lot of times in zone coverage, I like when I can get all the eyes on the quarterback. I like when I can see the routes and see him develop in the middle. And you could tell they had keys on the tight end. He wasn't going anywhere after he caught that football.
Here's a heat. Got a man. It's Harrell. He's got enough to move the chains, and they'll spot it at the 47.
When we see another catch by this guy, this defense is going to need to do a better job of tackling the catch. In coverage, I know they want to slap the ball away, but if you can't do it and force the incompletion, you've got to at least make sure you're able to drag him down to the ground as soon as he catches the ball.
Grabbed in the middle, it's Spencer. They are on the move down to the 32, and they pick up another first down. And the Red Wolves look to keep this drive humming. Rides the back on the option to give. Makes it past the marker. And they give him enough for the first down. They'll move the chains, and let's see if they can snap it one more time here in the first. We've reached the break, and Arkansas State has the lead. Really strong performance so far to be able to build a lead here in the first period as we look at the stats. First play of the period, first down here. They'll throw it from the red zone. Got him downfield. Stopped at the 3, but it'll be enough to give them a first and goal.
Well, you know who's got to love this offense picking up so many first downs? It's their own defense. David, I know you loved playing on teams with great offenses.
And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Red Wolves! The mantra is always finish, and they're trying to do that here in the regular season with this Week 12 performance.
Now, you always want to get the home crowd jacked up and get them excited. Get out to an early lead, and they have 20-0. Defense playing well, offense playing well. They got a lot to cheer about here at home.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Pulls and fires complete. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. The Jaguars come to the line in the hurry-up.
And this offense gets nothing done on that play, but look at them. They're continuing to run this tempo. They want to try to do something to get a spark going to create a big play.
It's third down from their own 34 as they try to keep the drive moving. Looking downfield, it's Hollins. He hurls one deep down the left side. And trying to put points on the board on third down. Now they're staring at fourth down. The Jaguars will punt this one away. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Now on the return. He only needs a sliver of daylight. Returns like that are why you don't settle for the fair catch if you don't have to. Picks up just a little bit of yards to help out the Oak. They'll start this drive 60 yards in front of them from their own 40. On the run, it's Spencer. Able to scrounge 3 yards out of that one somehow. It's 2nd and 7.
That's a really nice play. It's impressive. Once first down, the defense thinks you might be running the football. You still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line 2nd and 7. Finds his tight end. They make the stop, but he'll have enough yardage for a first down.
That's just a very easy, comfortable throw for the quarterback. He knows he has his big target, the tight end, running across the field on the drag. Nice play.
From the gun, running back on the move. Not a whole lot of room there. 3 yards maybe, 2nd and 7.
You know, as a defense, you kind of want to force the give on the RPO. You want them to run the football, and you can tell maybe the quarterback wishes he pulled this. Small gain, but some information you gathered maybe for the next time you get to run an RPO.
Got the first down, looking for more. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
It's hard to stop great runners. It really is. That's why you run the football consistently. You got a big offensive line, a big physical unit. You run the football like this, man, it will take a toll later. But you got to tackle this guy over and over again who has this ability to make people miss and make big plays.
And finally, this quarterback looks human for one play. He has been lights out up to this point. Very accurate, making good decisions in a beautiful rhythm, and finally throws his first incompletion of the game.
Power football with the run.
And a nice job by the running back, finding space, getting downhill, making the good run. Great job finishing with his pads.
The Red Wolves come to the line needing just inches for the first down. Trying to pick it up on the ground. Brings into the open. He's there to make the stop, but not before. He sets up this offense first and goal from the 7. We're at the 2-minute timeout. They've built a big lead, and they'll try to pile on a little more before the break. This offense has been running up and down the field, and here they are, first and goal, a chance to tack on another one before halftime. Well, the quarterback can make a big play when he starts moving around. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be second down. He'll do it himself. He just kept those big, powerful thighs churning, but he'll be knocked down at the 1.
When you're a defensive guy and you want to fire in, you want to go hit the quarterback, but you know if I fire in, he's just going to give the football up. You got to be patient. You got to understand what your responsibility is. Then you see when he keeps the football, you got to go tag him. And the problem is these guys are such good athletes. They're so hard to catch once they do pull the football. But it's kind of like the hidden hat trick. You know, where's the ball? It's underneath this one. No, I picked this one up. No, it's gone. It's underneath this one. Nope, there it is. It's gone.
Desperately wanted to keep the ball, but they did not. Give to the running back. You just can't go backwards there. He did, and they swarmed him for a safety.
You could tell the defense smelled it. They knew exactly where they were on the field, put the pressure on him, got him down in the end zone. Safety, baby.
Returner brings it out to the 35. And your Arkansas State Red Bulls.
Arkansas State ready to go back to work on offense. A really disappointing end of that last drive, David. Getting stopped on 4th and goal, they'll try to regroup.
Yeah, and I think I'm preaching to my squad right now. Listen, we drove the ball down the field. We didn't just punch it in. Let's put another drive together, Jesse, and this time, let's get some points.
You're right, because there were a lot of positives on that last drive. They did a lot of things really well, but they just got to do a better job of finishing.
Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance. They'll go to the ground. That'll be a gain of about 7, leaves him with 3rd and 3.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
And the Red Wolves come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep the drive moving. Leaves it with the back. Fights his way for a couple, but stops short of the marker. It's 4th and 1. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. And the offense will stay on the field. Do you think they're just going to try to make the defense jump? Tries to get it on the ground. They stop him short of the marker, and they'll turn it over. Downs. The coach wants the officials to have another look at the monitor. Using a timeout here, thinks the call is going to end up going his way. We'll see them really hit the speed button on the tempo here in the final minute of the first half. He spun that wheel of fortune by challenging the call, and it does not go his way, and he loses the timeout. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. And the Jaguars can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. To throw, it's Hollins. Hubs it downfield. And this is going to be caught, but they'll say it's out of bounds, an incomplete pass.
And man, that didn't miss by much, but I do like the effort by the receiver. You can tell he's trying to get those toes in, trying to dance a little bit, but he couldn't get there. The ball was just a little bit too wide near the sideline.
They're going to try to throw for it on 3rd down. Caught over the middle. It's Thomas. The offense uses a timeout to stop the clock, and they'll get a quick breather.
Shotgun fundamentals are so key. He was like a shortstop, caught the shotgun snap, and right away rifled it out of his hands like he was turning too. That was beautiful.
Wants to throw on 1st down. Snagged in the middle. It's Howard. And he's brought down after a nice gain. Finally, this offense starting to shake the cobwebs and get things moving. It's 1st and 10. Wants to go up top on 1st down. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on 1st down. 2nd down coming. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. And back to the air on second down. The defense wouldn't let him loose there, and it was a completion, but they lost yardage. The Jaguars are in a mess here on 3rd and a mile. From the gun, wants to pass. Got it in the middle, it's short. He'll be stopped short of the line to gain. Needed about 3 more on that one. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. They're hoping for a touchdown going by the boards, but they'll try to put up 3 before going to the locker room. He splits the uprights.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
He'll bring it out from inside his own 10. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. One more play before the teams head to the locker rooms. Wants to throw. It's Flowers. He uncorks a bullet to the right. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Guys, it is hard to beat Jonesboro when that town is buzzing as it is today.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Jaguars offense ready to go back to work. When you're facing a deficit like this one to start the second half, you really can't afford to waste a single possession.
Fresh start here in the second half. That's the only way you can look at this if you're on offense. Things did not go your way there in the first half. It starts with one play. To get our confidence going, we just got to get something going early here on this drive.
One play, stay aggressive. Now I think I can be even more aggressive on 4th downs because obviously I've built a deficit. My defense has got to make some plays for me too.
Grabbed behind the line, it's Howard. Hard running there. He picks up the first down, brought down, but not before he put that dude in a blender. They've got it at the 36. It's a 1st and 10. Looking downfield on 1st down. Just too much heat that time, and they knock him down at the 31.
And this defense is just simply not playing around. They've got a big lead, and they're not playing big prevent coverages, bend, don't break. They're just going to let this offense dink and dunk the ball down the field and waste time. 3rd play of the drive, they get a sack. They're staying aggressive, and they're getting after this quarterback.
Great move. Now he's got room. He was not going to be denied, discarding tacklers, running behind his pads, and finally down at the 40. Oh, he'll keep it on the draw. He's going to come up about 5 yards short of the line to gain.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
Slips through the line. Very little will make a crowd hold its breath like a punt return, and he brought them to their feet on that one. They'll start this drive at their own 48. They'll try the run. They'll rip off 8 on that play. It's 2nd and 2.
And winning 1st downs is a priority for a defense, and you can't get bludgeoned. You can't get physically beat at the point of attack. You know the percentages. It's usually pretty good on 1st down that they're going to run the football. So them getting that big chunk, getting in 2nd and short, not a good job by this.
Turning it on. Brought down at the 20-yard line after ripping off the big play.
And that
is such a gut punch for this defense because you're trailing in the game. You're trying to get off the field. You think you got the quarterback in the backfield for a sack, and he's able to escape scramble and go pick up the first down. That is a killer. If you're the defensive coordinator, you've now got to find more ways to get pressure on this guy and get him on the ground.
The give to the lone running back. They'll give him a couple that leaves him with 3rd and 8.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
The tackle is made, but he's got it 1st and goal from the 6.
To be honest, I think the quarterback was a little bit surprised himself at the play call that came in that time. You've got a 3-possession lead here in the 3rd quarter of this game. You're probably expecting some short throws, some runs. And this play caller is still asking for shot plays. And listen, if you're the quarterback, you're happy to oblige. When you've got the playmakers you have offensively, just keep chucking it.
Can the defense stop them again on 2nd and goal? Dropping back, it's Flowers. Touchdown, Red Wolves! And the beatdown has ensued. He'll try to tack on one more. And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. Kickoff unit back to work, and they have been busy as they've built this sizable lead.
Arkansas State 30, South Alabama.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Guys, we'll have another look at this South Alabama offense. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. They hope to be able to cash in on this drive, David, after having to punt it last time.
Yeah, and I think this offense needs to start it with the first play. You need to be successful and productive on that first play, and it gets you in less predictable situations.
No doubt, too. And don't you just feel like there's a little bit more sense of urgency on this drive? It just feels like they've got to be able to put some points up on the board here.
Makes the grab. It's Howard. Didn't pick up a lot there. Moved it forward just a few.
Well, you haven't seen a lot of incompletions from this guy now in his last 2 games out. Completed over 70% of his throws last week. He's doing it again in this game. As a head coach, you got to love the fact that your quarterback is dialed in.
Just too much of a rush, and down goes the quarterback just behind the midfield stripe at the 49. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd down, he drops to throw. Got his man downfield. They ripped off a big one, and they get it down to the 27. In search of their first touchdown of the game, they are on the move with a 1st and 10. They'll move the wide receiver. Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. The short hands, it's Breeze. They'll say he stepped out of bounds right at the 17. The Jaguars can really attack on this 2nd and short. Trying play action. Oh, they're after him. Good job to avoid the negative play and just get rid of that thing.
This is a situation here in the 3rd quarter this offense did not want to be in, facing a top 10 defense, one of the best units in the entire country. They didn't want to get down on the scoreboard like this and all of a sudden have to throw the football when the defense knew that was going to happen. The incompletion there is not a big surprise. This defense knows what's coming, and it's all because of the points right now on the scoreboard.
They'll send the back in motion. Looking to throw, it's Hollins. Scrambling away. Got to protect the merchandise. Gets down without taking a hit.
Welcome to the frustrating reality of college football. Like, the guy at the quarterback spot, he can just do that. Pull it down, get positive yards, makes the defense have to account for him every single play.
Quick step and go. They'll finally get him stopped at the 1-yard line. What a run there.
And this QB's really starting to show you something, isn't he? I mean, he's been hit a lot in the pocket, and I just like the toughness. At the end of the run here, he's not sliding because he's been banged up a little bit. Lowering the shoulder, getting the 1st down, taking some hits, but he's still competing.
And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Gonna take a shot on 2nd and short. Into the hallelujah land. Touchdown, South Alabama. Oh, the offense shows some life here and cuts into the lead with that score.
And, man, they needed it. They had to have something to go right. Listen, still down, but this is a great start to getting back in this ballgame.
The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. On the run from inside his own 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Final play of the quarter coming. Trying to move them on the counter. And as they get him to the ground, clock running, looks as if time will expire here in the 3rd. That's the end of the quarter, and Arkansas State is on top. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. So the final period starts with a 2nd down play. They'll run play action. Buys a little extra time. Finds his big tight end. That'll be good enough for a 1st down. They'll mark it at the 30.
Love the play call offensively because you've got the lead. The defense expects you to run the ball. You just did it the previous play, so there you dial up play action, set up an easy throw, and you keep the clock ticking.
Now on 1st down from the 30. Leaves it with the running back.
You just got to wonder how frustrated this guy is, especially after the success he had their last game out, but just nothing going in this one. He has not been able to get himself into a rhythm. There have been way too much penetration up front defensively. They have been able to stop him in his tracks.
Back to pass, it's Flowers. Quickly to the tight end. Ripping through the defense. Finally forced out of bounds, maybe a step shy of midfield. They'll mark it at the 49. The Red Wolves are moving quickly down the field. Looking to throw on 1st down. Looking to the big tight end. And that one's incomplete.
I'm a little bit surprised they're still throwing the football here this late in the game with this kind of lead. They're on 1st down, taking a shot, falls incomplete, but obviously they're still seeing matchups that they want to take advantage of in the back end of this defense, so they're letting it fly.
Finds his man. It's Stevens. All down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the 1st down. They showed great trust in their quarterback right there, and why not? He's had an outstanding game.
An outstanding game, has taken care of the football. Now late in the game, you got the lead. That 1st down now tells me now it's time to start running the football, run the clock, get out of here with the dub.
And here's the mindset if you're on offense. 4th quarter, you've got a huge lead. Obviously, you're going to run the football, but just be aware of the clock. You don't want to snap it too quickly. You're probably just doing safe runs inside the tackles like you saw right there. You just got to execute. You got to be aware, but you've got this game in hand so long as you don't turn it over.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
Another incompletion on 3rd down. And they'll send out the kicker to try a field goal. Absolutely center cut. And that lead grows even bigger. They're really starting to extend that lead as they get ready to kick it away again.
And they just tack on more points to this big lead. Listen, 4th quarter was sitting extremely pretty. All we got to do, not give up big plays, make them earn everything they get the rest this way, and we looking pretty good.
South Alabama has it back. The Jaguar offense going to work. They'll put this one in play. 1st snap of the drive from the 25. Wants to throw on 1st down off the play fake. Quarterback just flat missed it. Incomplete.
And that's just the kind of game it's been for this quarterback in this offense. You got a great game plan all week long. You're watching it throughout practice. You think you're going to have a chance to light up the scoreboard, but They're just not able to hook up. You got to give this defense a ton of credit. They've done a great job in coverage. They've been breaking on passes. They've had their number, and that's why they're leading by as much as they are.
And the Jaguars want to pick up the tempo. Looking downfield, it's Hollins. He lofts one down the sideline. And he hauls it in inside the 30. And he slipped through the crowd, and he'll house it. Touchdown, Jaguars!
And I think in the pre-snap, I think both of these guys were on the same page. They had a look defensively that let them know we can pitch this thing way down the field. I'm going to go run under it and make a big play for you.
Yeah, and when I'm the receiver, I'm like, I'm Oakland, right? I'm going straight down the field, throw me the football. I got the speed. I can beat this guy. You can tell they've done that so much in practice. They knew it was second nature, and they executed it perfectly.
Arkansas State has it ready to go to work on offense. Man, how comforting is it to know that even if your offense stalls out a little, Jesse, that field goal kicker can knock it in from a long way out. There he goes. Nice pickup on the ground there, and they'll move the sticks with the first down.
That is just demoralizing if you're on defense, right? You're down in the game. It's the fourth quarter. You know you need to get a stop, and you know they're going to run the ball, but you can't do anything about it.
Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a first down.
No mystery on that play. With the lead, we are going to run the ball. You know it's coming, and we are running right at you, right into the teeth of the defense, and they're still able to get a nice game.
The handoff, keep working on that clock. Wrestled down at the 8-yard line as they threaten deep in the red zone. It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Oh, it's a reverse. Oh, that did not go as planned, except for the defense. They were right there to make the big stop. And the Red Wolves need their binoculars to find that line to gain here on third down. He's not going to make it. What a job by this defense to stop him in his tracks.
Yeah, and really good third down situational defense. You know it's third and long. You know the pass play's coming. Defense was ready. Nice job forcing the fourth down.
So how good you feeling right now if you're on offense in this situation? You want to just play conservative? You want to punt it over and let your defense finish out the game? Or do you trust your quarterback to go make a play and win the game right now?
I guess they're just trying to build up the stats. And it's swatted away. It's a turnover on downs. Winning those individual 6-second battles every play, time after time after time after